Today's episode is by far the most important episode on this channel. Why? I will get to that in a little bit, but I want to say that those of you that have followed me since day one are part of the top 20 achievers and action takers there is in this world, period. I've done the research so I can say this, but the fact that you are able to consume information and take action on it says a lot about you. And it says that eventually you're going to grow to become what you want to become. That is why you are part of the top 20% that there is in this world of people, period. People that just consume information and try to take action for themselves, better themselves, and are worried about their personal development because they understand that they affect their society. Those are the 20% of achievers there is on this planet. So congratulations to you. All right. So why is this episode important? Is important because I am going to give you tools that I have discovered that successful people use. You know, I spoke to Terry Thompson, I think, a couple of episodes back where he was talking about success leaving clues. And he was right because I started to pay attention to people that I consider successful and I started to watch them. The thing, though, is success leaves clues, but those clues are buried in junk that has been put in trash and has been delivered to the dumpster. That's where the clues are for success. That's where you find them. And the good news is I am going to remove all those smoking mirrors because sometimes you just have to sit there and be like, why am I listening to this? But when you pay attention, they are clues. They're right there. That's why I don't judge things and I try to understand them first. If I find that there are more than two people listening to something, I will be the third person and I will listen with a level of caution because I want to know why two people are listening to this and why they're still here listening. I want to be able to decipher the information there. Sometimes the information is rubbish and you just wasted your time, which is fine. And sometimes the information there are clues buried in there. So you got to pay attention. If you see a successful person in a room, just pay attention. Think about it. If you see Bill Gates in a room or Warren Buffett in a room, do you honestly believe that they're just sitting there wasting their time? Just think about it. These are the most successful people in society right now, and they are sitting in a room. And you think that they're sitting there because they just have nothing to do. That's why you have to pay attention. Even if you think that there's nothing in that room, is because the thing that they're trying to promote is covered in smoking mirrors, and it's up to you to be able to decipher everything. So here's why this episode is important, because I'm going to tell you how. Because I found a tool, or at least a process that you can use if you are not aware of what's going on around you, to use just to identify things like this. So for one, is if you're trying to be successful, you want to identify at least one person that you consider to be successful in that field and just watch them closely. Their language would tell you exactly what their path is. That's one. Sometimes their language can be vulgar, but those vulgarity is the smoking mirror. Is the smoking mirror. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They're there for a reason. So that's one. Find one person. Even if you don't like that person, just watch that person carefully and pay attention. That's one. Two, maybe I should give examples for this. So for example, if you want to be a soccer player, you want to go play soccer, right? First, you want to identify who the best soccer player is. I don't know who the best soccer player is. Let's say, okay, Beckham, because I just watched a movie, Bend It Like Beckham. So Beckham is the most successful soccer player there is right there. You watch him. You see the crowds that he finds himself in. You see the language that he uses, how he trains. You're watching him. And what you want to do next is to act. Watch him and see what he's doing and act. Granted, sometimes, like if he's doing training or something, your form might not be correct. You might need to watch him a couple of times or have someone watch you while you train just so they can tell you and give you feedback. That's another thing. And third, you want to watch the moves that he's taking. Like if he's going to talk to another team captain, if they're strategizing something, all those things are just tips. Now, granted, sometimes you'll find him maybe, I don't know, maybe um, in places he shouldn't be, but just if he is in a place that he shouldn't be, just pay attention to why he's there. Why is he there? Who invited him there? What are the people, the connections, the people around him? These are how successful people move. There are clues everywhere. Even if they're not successful people, we as human beings, we leave our clues, we leave our footprints everywhere that we go. With every person that we meet, trust me that we have left a mark on those people, whether it's negative or positive. That's why success leave clues. The truth and success leave clues. Lies, you can never find it anywhere. If it's a lie, it's empty. That's why you want to pay attention to everything that's around you. I think that we have reached the threshold for retention. So I will stop here. Maybe next week I'll give more tips. But for now, just pay attention. Pick one successful person that you think that you should watch, and just watch them and act how they're acting. Watch the people around them and see what their titles are. Like I give the example of Beckham. Who is his PR manager? Who is his this? Who is his that? His coach? His this? All these things you have to pay attention to, and how he's speaking. His speaking, the language always tells where they are. And remember, there are smoking mirrors everywhere. Just be patient, relax, don't judge anything. Try to understand it first. It's price you have to pay for trying to figure out, a path for success for yourself. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.